Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School girls soccer team here at Mustang Field, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Southmoreland Scotties. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for tonight's girls soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice. Tonight's soccer game is being brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Lemontowski and Surgical Associates, 10 Highland Park Drive here in Uniontown. They can be reached at 724-439-6340. Good luck to the area teams from Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands taking on Southmoreland High School girls soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School and Mustang Field, where tonight the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands girls soccer team is hosting the Southmoreland Scotties. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would now to direct your attention down to the soccer field as we would meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for our visitors, the Southmoreland Scotties, under the head coaching of Aaron Askin and assisted by Sterling Flunder and Brad Smith. They've come in tonight's contest with an overall record of 0-1. Here is their starting lineup. A senior, number 24, Allison Huffman. A senior, number 25, Allie Schreffler. A junior, number 14, Liz King. A junior, number 15, Jenna Conti. A sophomore, number 20, Mercedes Smartnick. A sophomore, number 5, Olivia Barnhart. A freshman, number 11, Ashley Barnhart. A freshman, number 3, Hannah Schaefer. A freshman, number 4, Sahara Willard. A freshman, number 19, Bailey Stephen. And the goalkeep, a sophomore, Marty Burke. And now the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Under the head coaching of Dave Sahida and assisted by David Sahida, they come in tonight's contest with a 2-0-1 record. Here is their starting lineup. A senior, number 10, Erica Tarr. A senior, number 12, Nina Nickman. A senior, number 19, Grace Chambers. A senior, number 15, Kate Sutton. A senior, number 9, Bryn Lilly. A junior, number 24, Macy Valek. A junior, number 32, Maggie Cunningham. A junior, number 14, Kristen Marmol. A junior, number 8, Abby Miller. A sophomore, number 23, Lexi Harrigus. And a goalkeeper, a senior, Anna Sepik. Ladies and gentlemen, out there with our starting lineup tonight, the young ones in the blue shirts. We had a youth clinic this past July, and it was a 3-day clinic, and these are some of the participants that played in that clinic joining us this evening. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask if you would to please rise. And gentlemen, we ask if you would to please remove your hats in the singing of our national anthem from the 50-yard line by Laurel Highlands senior Lauren Schiffbauer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And and good luck to both teams.
And we'll be back with the start of tonight's match right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
South Union Township invites you to Brunch on the Bridge, prepared by Chef Joe Carey, on the Sheepskin Trail in South Union Township at Hutchinson Park on Stadium Drive, Sunday, October the 8th, from 11:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. The buffet includes French toast, omelets, ham, potatoes, fruit salad, sweet rolls, coffee, and juice. The cost is just $15 per person, and kids 5 and under eat free. This is sponsored by the Friends of the Sheepskin Trail, with the proceeds benefiting the Sheepskin Trail Match Fund. For tickets or more information, contact the South Union Township office at 724-438-5480. That's 724-438-5480. We're back here at Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands taking on Southmoreland. The Mustangs 2-0-1 on the season. The Mustangs playing to a regulation draw against Brownsville, and the game went into a shootout. Brownsville actually won the shootout, but as far as the official record goes, it's 2-0-1 for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands coming off a season that saw the Mustangs in the playoffs for the first time since 2001. Laurel Highlands a win over Bentworth. Also a conference win over Albert Gallatin so far this season. Southmoreland, they lost the only game they played, a conference game against McGuffey earlier in the week, and we're underway. Laurel Highlands a little energy, but it's the Scotties controlling the ball out of their own zone. As moving forward there, Allison Huffman sending it over on the near side to Mercedes Smartnick. Little touch there from Sahara Willard. Southmoreland in the away blacks, red numbers trimmed in white. Laurel Highlands the traditional home whites with blue numbers for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Laurel Highlands playing a 4-4-2 today with Erica Tarr and Grace Chambers up top. Kristen Marmel, Bryn Lilly, Maggie Cunningham, and Kate Sutton in the midfield. Abby Miller, Nina Nickman, Lexi Harrigus, and Macy Valek in the back. And Anna Sepik in goal. And here's a nice run from Grace Chambers. Chambers down the near side. Chambers to the goal. Pokes it past the keeper, but just wide. Missed opportunity for Chambers and the Mustangs. Grace had a wide open goal, got behind the last defender, Sahara Willard, but unable to finish. Just over a minute in. Missed opportunity for Laurel Highlands. These two teams met last year at Southmoreland. The Mustangs winning that one 4-1. Laurel Highlands 6 seniors, 4 juniors, and a sophomore in the lineup today. And try to get back at it. On the far side, there's Erica Tarr, one of the co-captains. Brace on her left knee. She actually went down in Laurel Highlands' game against Bentworth. Did not play in that contest against Brownsville, but came back for the conference opener at Albert Gallatin. Nice to see Erica back in the lineup here today. Maggie Cunningham to take the corner kick. Cunningham into the box. Going all the way through here on the near side. Chambers trying to track it down. Another opportunity there for Lexi Harrigus. But the Scotties able to clear down the near side. Chased back by Nina Nickman. Nickman resetting, edge of the Scotties zone, deflected out of play. Ruling is here, Southmoreland ball. It'll be Sahara Willard to send it in for the Scotties. Southmoreland playing a 4-5-1 here today. Only player up front, Liz King, who has the ball right now for the Scotties. Was short-lived as it was poked back to Bailey Stebbin. Kristen Marmol a touch there on the Laurel Highlands side. Another chip here to Grace Chambers. And coming out of the goal there, Marty Burke, the Scotties keeper, sending it back to center where it's headed out of play by Laurel Highlands' Maggie Cunningham. It's almost 3 minutes in. This game's still scoreless. Laurel Highlands by far the best scoring opportunity of the night on a breakaway from Grace Chambers. I mentioned the Mustangs lineup. Let's take a look at the Scotties. Liz King up top. In the midfield, Hannah Schaefer, Ashley Barnhart, Mercedes Smartnick, Bailey Stebbin, and Allison Huffman. In the back, Allie Schreffler, Sahara Willard, Olivia Barnhart, and Jenna Conti with Marty Burke in goal. Here's Chambers, a lot of energy early on. This ball coming loose here, top of the 18 with Burke out of the net. And the Scotties able to slow things down by picking up possession, then a little contact there on the far touchline. Kate Sutton colliding with one of the Scotties down there. Both players hop up, they're okay. And Erica Tarr now to fire it in for Laurel Highlands from the far side. Erica sends it down to Grace Chambers. Poked back out by that Southmoreland back line. Lexi Harrigus, a little poke there for the Mustangs. Firing there as Cunningham went off the head of Allison Huffman. Now it had a hurt for Huffman. Did the job, kept the ball out of the back of the net, but the Mustangs certainly buzzing here in the opening 4 minutes. Cunningham again on the near side. Sent out of play by Mercedes Smartnick. Game getting a little chippy between these two teams early on. Marmol sends it back in, looking there for Chambers. The ball going out of play. Be a goal kick here for Southmoreland. Only two seniors in the lineup for the Scotties. Allison Huffman along with Allie Schreffler. Two juniors as well, Liz King and Jenna Conti. So a very young Southmoreland team. And trying to work out of their own zone here. The last touch going out off of Sahara Willard. So another Laurel Highlands throw-in to be taken by Kristen Marmol. Mustangs junior sends the pass intended for Grace Chambers. Chambers trying to pick up possession, crosses out in front, but the play whistled down. It was out of bounds there on the back line. It's another goal kick upcoming here for the Scotties. Southmoreland also with 3 sophomores and 4 freshmen in their lineup. There's Chambers again, buzzing in front of Marty Burke. A touch there from Nina Nickman, losing the ball as the Scotties try to settle things down. They go high back at center. Bodied down there by Macy Valek. And Valek sending another Scotty to the turf. Game getting a little physical. 33-50 left here in the opening half. And this game's still scoreless. Aaron Askin, the head coach of the Southmoreland Scotties. David Sohaida back as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Laurel Highlands 7-9-2 a season ago. We mentioned in the WPIAL playoffs for the first time since 2001. Losing a first-round game against Gateway. Southmoreland 5-9-1 a season ago. 4-6-1 out of Section 3 in AA. The Scotties playing a classification below the Mustangs, both last year and again here during the 2017 campaign. Smartnick sending it in there to Kristen Marmol, who felt that shot, but Marmol getting back on the ball and lobbing it forward. A Mustang was down. Play was offsides. I don't know if Cunningham got hurt there, was trying to tie her shoe, what was going on, but Maggie's back down. And now she's going to check out of the game. So Maggie Cunningham, a little dinged up. She'll check out, and we'll see our first change of the night. I think that's Sid Chido checking in, the talented sophomore. Got plenty of playing time as a freshman for Laurel Highlands. Not much of a drop-off there with Chido's play.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 13 is Sydney Chido.
Another whistle. Free kick upcoming here for the Scotties. Best scoring opportunity of the night now for Southmoreland. Free kick to be taken here by Jenna Conti. The low line drive on the far post going right to Anna Sepik. Now Sepik sends her troops forward. Nice little boot there back to center. Tar and Chambers on that front line. Had some nice opportunities already. Body there from Harrigus. Bryn Lilly in the vicinity. Chip back over on the near side to Kristen Marmol. Marmol trying to go forward again to Chambers. Went off the back of Sahara Willard. Marmol trying to keep that run going. Scotty's looking to clear. Willard another touch. Sends it off to her right. Allison Huffman trying to get it forward there to Smartnick. Mustangs send it out. And Sahara Willard will trigger it back in for Southmoreland. Played almost 9 minutes here at Mustang Field. Fourth game of the season already for Laurel Highlands. First Laurel Highlands girls game here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Only the second game of the year for a very young Southmoreland team. As we said, 4 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 2 juniors, and 2 seniors. And Aaron Askins starting lineup. Facing a bit of a challenge here in this non-conference game against the Laurel Highlands. There's Erica Tarr, shot deflected. Lily trying to pick it up top of the 18, but cleared back out by Southmoreland. Chido gets back on it. Resets on her back line. A little chip forward there from Abby Miller on the far side with that pass intended for Kate Sutton going out of play. Another throw-in here for the Scotties. For whatever reason, the scoreboard showing the Scotties are the Raiders tonight. They're actually the Scotties. There was a middle school game being played earlier between Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. Laurel Highlands middle school team dominating that game. I think the final ended up at 10-0. Southmoreland and Laurel Highlands here just feeling each other out. Out of her own zone, Nina Nickman going low for a through ball there to Grace Chambers, who has really shown her speed early on. And Scotty's just clear it out of play as Willard sent it back to Marty Burke. Now Kristen Marmol on the re-entry here for the Mustangs. Over to Tar, who fires but well high. And Tar's been dinged up, we mentioned, and now slow and getting up again, not what the Mustangs want to see. Ready to see Maggie Cunningham down in this game, and Erica Tar limping coming back. We saw some injuries with the Laurel Highlands boys team earlier in the week, and not what you want to see on the girls' side as well. Second change of the night, and both really forced due to early injuries. I'll keep Billy Logue quite busy down there, the Mustang trainer. School spirit out for this one tonight. A little OA chance. Nice to see plenty of supports for the Mustang girls. Here's Chambers breaking in. Grace Chambers fires right on goal. And the ball finally covered up there after a couple juggles from Marty Burke. Chambers close a couple of times here in the opening 12.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 11.
This game's still 0-0. Hallie Jamison checking in on that last change coming in for Erica Tar. That one bodied down by Nickman. Over on the far side, Mustangs send it along. And played back high there by Ali Schreffler. Nickman again trying to reset up to Grace Chambers. A lot more on Chambers' shoulders now with Tar out of the game. Chambers fires it up to the top of the box, going through Hallie Jamison. Picked up again by Southmoreland coming back. A little touch there from Ashley Barnhart. And now Southmoreland making their first change of the night. They had a Schaefer to toss this one in. Nickman on a little poke back, intended for Jamison on that far line. On the Mustangs side, Macy Valek also in the vicinity. Picked up there by Nickman. A little touch there to Lexi Harrigus.
Scottish number 23,
Chloe up to Marmol. Now Chambers a touch. Again loose in front of the Southmoreland goal and covered again by Marty Burke. Burke again fires back to center. Attempted header there for Macy Valek. Ball goes out of play. Almost 14 minutes in. Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland remaining scoreless. Scotties going wide here on the near side over to Willard. A little bit of pressure again from Grace Chambers. Deflecting it out. Mustangs not afraid to press here early on. Yeah, Scotty's throwing. Sahara Willard, one of the freshmen to take it. A little touch from Ali Schreffler. Ball going out again, this time off of Southmoreland and out. And Kristen Marmol will take this throw in for the Mustangs. Marmol getting her third solid year varsity time as a junior. Got plenty of action on the senior squad as both a freshman and a sophomore. Maggie Cunningham back in on the Mustangs side. That's good to see. One of the earlier injuries the Mustangs suffered. Bryn Lilly, a little touch, was intended for Chambers there, going out of play. Another Southmoreland throw-in to be taken by Willard, who lobs it down the near touchline. Marmol trying to knock it down, goes high. Another touch back from Willard on the Scotties side. Southmoreland trying to break out of their own zone here with Allison Huffman. A little pressure again for Marmol. Played back along by Sahara Willard. And touched out of play by the Mustangs. Willard to take another throw-in. Again, bodied there by Marmol. Bryn Lilly in the vicinity. Going low and forward to Sid Chido. Chido, a little open space. Chips down to Maggie Cunningham. Onside on the near side. Cunningham races into the corner. Cunningham crosses out in front. Bodied down there by Willard. Ball still loose. Chambers trying to find it in the box. And the Scotty's able to clear. Played back to Lexi Harrigus. A little collision in front of Harrigus as Nina Nickman chipped Allison Huffman. Huffman went down. Free kick in favor of the Scotties. And Nickman's not afraid to get physical on that back line for Laurel Highlands. We've seen that over the years. Jenna Conti taking this free kick for Southmoreland. Liz King now picking it up. A little low chip towards the Mustang net. And Hannah Sepik boot this one back to center. Going through Chambers. And most of the play has been in the Southmoreland zone so far tonight, as Chambers tries to break out here for the Mustangs. A little touch again from Chido. Back to Chambers on the give and go. Ball going again into the 18-yard box in the Southmoreland zone, where Marty Burke again scoops it up there for the Scotties. Burke rolling it out. Well, pressure there from Maggie Cunningham. Lexi Harrigus finds the loose ball there for the Mustangs. Over to Nickman. Through Kristen Marmol and out. So Sahara Willard will take another throw in here for Southmoreland. Willard with a pass that was intended for Liz King. Played back by the Mustangs. And now the Scotties will try to reset on the far side. Madison for Maddow, unable to track it down. Another Mustang throw-in. This one to be taken by Macy Valek.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 10, Erica Tarr.
Erica Tarr also back out there for the Mustangs. Good to see. Mentioned Erica's been dinged up a couple of times already on the season. Going off of Bryn Lilly, back to Erica Tarr. Tarr able to keep possession. It continues to battle there, but it's Lilly picking up the loose ball for Laurel Highlands, trying to turn and fire for Maggie Cunningham. And Willard just taking the easy route there, sending it out, letting the Scotties get a couple reinforcements back. Marmol back in, body through Chido, chip back out again by Allie Schreffler of Southmoreland. Marmol another fire in. Schreffler header out. Forward to Liz King. Pressured there by Nina Nickman. The Scotties, though, gain possession. A little bit of open space here through center, but Harrigus on the quick denial. That pass intended for Hallie Jamison a bit too far and out of play. Scotties another quick throw-in. Lilly trying to chip back for the Mustangs. Set up again to Jamison. Hallie from the far side was out of bounds. Southmoreland attempting to reload there from Mercedes Smartnick. Goes high back into the Mustang zone. Harrigus letting it go through. I'm trying to battle back on a little low chip that went through Allison Huffman. And going wide here on the near side. Keeping it in play was Sahara Willard. Marmol a little touch forward. The ball going out of play. 20 minutes into this first half. Sahara Willard taking another throw-in. Ball quickly out again. This time off of Southmoreland and out. Now quick foul called here again on the Mustangs. Haven't seen a card issued yet tonight. But we've certainly seen the chippiness on both sides. Marmol battling there with Allison Huffman of Southmoreland. Played back along by Sahara Willard, who's been certainly involved in the play so far tonight. Harris gets another chip, looking there for Erica Tarr. Went off the side of the head of Bailey Stebbin of Southmoreland, but picked up again by the Mustangs. And a little run forward here. Bryn Lilly through ball to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham on the run. Collision there with the Scotties keeper Marty Burke, and the ball deflecting out. Marty Burke's coming way out of the net so far tonight. And so far, donuts on both sides. Mustangs trying to reload. Lilly back into the box. Bodied there by Willard. Pressured by Cunningham. Willard dances to her left, but again loses it out of play. Mustangs trying to go quick. Marmol reloads. Played out again by Allie Schreffler. Harrigus trying to track it down. Ball ruled last touch there by Chloe McElroy for Southmoreland, the sophomore, who came in off the bench. Marmol another throw-in. Going deep into the corner, no one home. And Jenna Conti will just let it go here for Southmoreland. We'll take a quick timeout. Scotties to make a few more changes. This game scoreless. Laurel Highlands and Southmoreland on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Esophageal reflux affects 20% of Americans and can lead to heartburn, regurgitation, chest pain, and difficulty swallowing. Reflux is caused by stomach contents passing a faulty valve and entering the esophagus. Ulcers and precancerous tissue can then form. Offer the latest testing and treatment for reflux disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
We're back here at Mustang Field, 17:49 left here in the first half. Still no score in this one. Jenna Conti taking the goal kick. Headed back there by Nina Nickman. Played along by Maggie Cunningham. A little pressure there from Sid Chido trying to sidestep her way around Hannah Schaefer. Schaefer and Chido still going at it, and Schaefer will send it out of play. Mustangs taking another throw-in. Chido over to Maggie Cunningham. That one going through. Check that. That was Macy Valek on the intended pass for Maggie Cunningham. Now Laurel Highlands making another change here. Kristen Marmol checking out, along with Sid Chido. Grace Chambers got a quick breather. She's back in.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 21.
And also Taylor Maggart.
Grace Chambers, and into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 21, Taylor Maggart.
First time we've seen Maggart tonight. And here's Erica Tarr, some open space, and fires it off the crossbar. Tarr from about 22 yards out. Good look, just a tad bit high there. And that was about 2 inches lower. Marty Burke would have had no shot at it. Tarr just peppered it. Jenna Conti again taking the goal kick. Scotties have had trouble getting the ball into their own zone so far tonight. Bailey Stebbin is there. Credit the Mustangs defense. You kind of have a feeling just a matter of time before the Mustangs get one. In this game, we've played over 24 minutes. As Jamison pulls back to Macy Valek. Ball going into the corner. Tarr trying to track it down. Gets it. Crosses for Chambers. Loose out in front. Maggart is there. But the ball covered. Almost right on the goal line by Marty Burke. With Maggart on the doorstep. The Mustangs so close again. And you thought that might be it. What a setup there from Tarr. Mustangs unable to finish. Cunningham on the high lob this time down to Chambers. Poked away, but Chambers stays with it. Regains possession up to Erica Tarr. Again, the Scotties defend it well. This time just sent out by Bailey Stebbin. Down to 14:55 left here in the first half. Hallie Jamison, the Mustang junior, will take the throw-in. Jamison, a little lob intended there for Erica Tarr. Quickly knocked out by Olivia Barnhart. Jamison again. This one poked out by Jenna Conti. Maybe the third time's a charm. Now a whistle and another Mustang substitution. Looks like Jamison might be coming out. And Kate Sutton will take her place. And Kate will fire into Bryn Lilly.
Kate Sutton.
Mustangs, a through ball that Chambers finds and fires high. Wow. That ball had eyes coming through. And Chambers couldn't believe her eyes. That ball actually made it all the way through the Southmoreland defense. Said thank you very much, picked it up, but again unable to finish. Been the story of the night for the Mustangs. And Conti takes another goal kick. Scotty's battle back here with Allison Huffman. Trying to set it up to Liz King. Valek defending. And the Scotties again unable to generate a shot. Now reset, a little pressure there from Maggart. Ball going over to Allison Huffman. Huffman another crack at it now. Tar some pressure for the Mustangs. Huffman trying to stay with it. Maggart coming over. Now Maggie Cunningham, a little push there on Allison Huffman. An infraction ruled against the Scotties. You can tell Cunningham still not at 100%. Limping a little bit there on the far side. I think she wants to stay in the game. Can't blame her for that. Nina Nickman will take this free kick. Off the body of Maggart. Played back to Harrigus. Over to Chambers. To her left to Tar. Back to Grace. Grace heading her way into the 18. Chip back out, though, by Southmoreland's Haley Kraushaw. Will be a corner kick here for the Mustangs. Bryn Lilly now to take it here from the near side, the Mustangs senior midfielder. Ball ruled in for play. Lilly set to go. Fires top of the 18 off of Tar. Another little header there. Ball bouncing around. Nickman picks it up, unable to generate a shot. Chip back out by the Scotties. Abby Miller on that back line for Laurel Highlands, along with Lexi Harrigus. Harrigus has it now. Over to Taylor Maggart. Maggart trying to come forward. Little poke there from Jenna Conti. And played back out. And on the run coming back, Mercedes Smartnick. Smartnick to the goal. Fires just high. Best scoring opportunity of the night for Southmoreland as Smartnick just got free behind the Laurel Highlands defense. But sent her shot high of the Mustang keeper, Anna Sepik. Another change on the Laurel Highlands side. Maggart checking out and Kristen Marmol checking back in. Be another Mustang goal kick.
Re-entries for Laurel Highlands, number 14, Kristen.
Laurel Highlands started off the season with that 2-0 win over Bentworth. Actually played a doubleheader here at the Laurel Highlands High School field, Mustang Stadium. Played to a 1-1 regulation draw against Brownsville and then lost in penalties. And then won their opening conference game over Albert Gallatin 7-0. Mustangs really starting a busy stretch after this non-conference game against Southmoreland of another conference clash against Elizabeth Forward, then travel to rival Uniontown. Remember, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands in the same conference again this year. So a lot on the line there, and that ball, again, too far for Grace Chambers off of the Mustangs and outs. And then Laurel Highlands will have a week off before another big conference game here at Mustang Field against Greensburg-Salem a week from Monday. So after a busy little stretch here, Laurel Highlands will have some time off before trying to regroup for that game against Greensburg-Salem. And then it's a busy stretch of 3 games in 4 days. Harrigus trying to work her way forward. Olivia Barnhart taking up a lot of space there. Over to Smartnick, going low on the far side. Liz King trying to track it down, but the ball going back to the Mustang keeper, Anna Sepik. And back to center. Chambers, a little collision. We play on. Scotty's trying to go wide here on the near side of Scarlett Davidovich. Chambers looking for Marmol. We're down to 8:53 left here in the first half. Ball off of Bryn Lilly. Springing free on the far side, looking to clear it out there was Ashley Barnhart. And another Mustang throw-in. Body down by Tar. Tries a little bicycle forward to get free. Little header. Took the body there from Jenna Conti, looking across again for Chambers, but goes right to the nets, and Marty Burke again. And really a nice crowd when we arrived at Mustang Field. We mentioned a junior high game, middle school game played between Uniontown and Laurel Highlands earlier. Chambers again coming free, and the ball covered by Marty Burke. You also had some youngsters taking part during the starting lineups being introduced. Some of the youngsters who took part in a summer camp coming out with some of the Laurel Highlands varsity players. And you see that really a lot in the international game and even in the MLS as well, having the youngsters come out with some of the professional players. And nice to see it carried over here on the high school level as well, with some of the elementary and junior high kids getting an opportunity to come out with some of their favorite varsity players. And a lot of those youngsters also ball kids as well tonight. Change here on the Southmoreland side. Hannah Cornish coming on to see her first action, number 9. Only a freshman for Southmoreland.
Into the game for Southmoreland, number 9, Hannah Cornish.
We're down to 7:04 left here in the first half. Cornish lets it go through on the far side. Southmoreland attempting a through ball. Nina Nickman trying to track it down defensively for Laurel Highlands. Does a good job just to block the ball there and allow keeper Anna Sepik to scoop it up again. Mustangs playing with a lot of confidence out there, just haven't resulted in any goals so far this evening. Bryn Lilly looking to send it forward again to Grace Chambers. Grace, another little header there. Play whistled down again. Free kick this time for the Mustangs. It's be from about 40 yards out. 6:13 left here in the first half. Good opportunity here on the set piece. Nickman to take the free kick. Good look at Nina, one of the senior co-captains for Laurel Highlands. It's been starting since her freshman year. And she'll send it into the box with Chambers coming right down the barrel, but Marty Burke catching it on a fly. And playing it back to center again. A collision there, and I have the Mustangs whistled for a foul. I think Abby Miller initiated the contact. Mustang Jr. So a free kick here for the Scotties just on the edge of the Laurel Highlands zone. Jenna Conti to take it. Conti, nice low line drive and a little two-hopper back to Anna Sepik. Sepik a little juggle. Picking it back up and sending it back to center again. Chambers and Tar on that front line. Tar sending it high. And another whistle. Came from behind. Not sure what the back referee saw there. Nonetheless, free kick coming back for the Scotties. Once again, Conti. A low line drive. Try to set up a run here on the far side. That's Ashley Barnhart's. That is steam, but once again, Sepik with the cover. Match still 0-0. 4:27 left before halftime. Sid Chido back out there for the Mustangs, playing hacky sack with it there for a bit. Kate Sutton trying to track it down, and Sutton a little late body contact there on Mackenzie Blair in front of the Scotties bench. Off the throw, and it's scooped up by Bailey Stebbin. Resetting to her back line, trying to go wide on the near side, but nobody home. Out of the range of Olivia Barnhart, so the Mustangs will get a throw in. Kate Sutton now checking back out for Laurel Highlands. As Kristen Marmol will take the throw in. Marmol into Sid Chido. Little touch there from Bryn Lilly. Lilly almost broke the ankles of Allison Huffman with a pretty move there. And out top of the box, Chido's shot blocked. Deflected back out. Nickman able to keep possession. Here's Nina Nickman. A little step forward and a poke. Chambers again free on the far side, trying to fight out the double team. And the shot blocked out in front and deflected wide. So the Mustangs continue to buzz, but still without a goal. With 3:11 left here in the first half. Corner kick up coming here for Laurel Highlands. Bryn Lilly to take it. Lilly from the near corner. A line drive out in front, headed there by Chambers, went off the bar. Loose on the far side, Cunningham looking for it, but turning and clearing. Sarah Willard for Southmoreland. Macy Valek back into the box, fired by Erica Tarr into the back of the net. You had a feeling that was coming.
Number 10, Erica.
And Tarr just buried that one to give the Mustangs a 1-0 lead here at the 2:39 mark of the first half. Let's take a quick timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Tonight's soccer game is being brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Lemontowski and Surgical Associates, 10 Highland Park Drive here in Uniontown. They can be reached at 724-439-6340. Good luck to the area teams from Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
Back here at Mustang Field, it took a while, but Laurel Highlands, after controlling possession and playing most of the first half in the Southmoreland zone, finally striking on an Erica Tarr goal at the 2:39 mark of the first half to take a 1-0 lead over Southmoreland. Now you can certainly sense a lot of momentum on the Laurel Highlands side to try to keep this one going. Nina Nickman will take this set piece for the Mustangs, but still from a ways out. It's about 50 yards out here from the near side as we go under 2 minutes left in the first half. Nickman to the top of the 18, poked back there by Allison Huffman. Trying to set up a run here for the Scotties coming back. But on the defense there, Abby Miller for Laurel Highlands will send it out of play. And allow the Mustangs to get a couple of reinforcements back. As Olivia Barnhart bounces it in. Up to Allison Huffman. Lexi Harrigus there for Laurel Highlands, going crossfield on the far side to Hallie Jamison. Jamison, a little collision there, running into Hannah Schaefer. Trying to keep the run down the far touch line, and finally poked out, but last touch by Laurel Highlands. I don't know about that. Now, the play overruled. It will be a Mustang throw-in from the far side. Macy Valek to take it. Forward to Jamison, same team there with Erica Tarr. The Mustangs lose possession as we go into a minute left here in the first half. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands leading Southmoreland 1-0 on a goal by Erica Tarr. Ball played back here to Jenna Conti, feeling the pressure there by Hallie Jamison. Last touch by Jamison going out. And the Scotties will have a late goal kick. As we go under 30 seconds left here in the first half. Conti going low, and the ball sent out off of Laurel Highlands' Macy Valek. 18 seconds left. Scotties are going to need a hurry here. Down to 13 seconds left. I think both teams content right now going into the locker room with Laurel Highlands leading Southmoreland by a score of 1-0. Final 5 seconds.
3, 2,
and that'll do it for the first half. Laurel Highlands a 1-0 lead over Southmoreland. We're back to recap the first half for you in just a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
And Southmoreland nothing. A reminder, everyone, that concession stand is
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
We're back here at Mustang Field. Girls soccer action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands leading Southmoreland by a score of 1-0 here at halftime. The lone Mustang goal, courtesy of Erica Tarr. Laurel Highlands really controlled time of possession throughout much of the first half, but it wasn't until the 2:39 mark of the first half that the Mustangs finally got one on the board, with Erica Tarr scoring the lone goal that we've seen on either side so far in this game. So Laurel Highlands, who entered play here today 2-0-1, a 1-0 lead over Southmoreland here at the break. If you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that South Union Township Sports Network games and programs are now available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates, facebook.com/South Union TV. Again, your halftime score, Laurel Highlands 1, Southmoreland 0. Second half match action comes your way next. You're on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends. South Union Township invites you to Brunch on the Bridge, prepared by Chef Joe Carey, on the Sheepskin Trail in South Union Township at Hutchinson Park on Stadium Drive. Sunday, October the 8th, from 11:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. The buffet includes French toast, omelets, ham, potatoes, fruit salad, sweet rolls, coffee, and juice. The cost is just $15 per person, and kids 5 and under eat free. This is sponsored by the Friends of the Sheepskin Trail, with the proceeds benefiting the Sheepskin Trail Match Fund. For tickets or more information, contact the South Union Township office at 724-438-5480. That's 724-438-5480. Welcome back to Mustang Field. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Laurel Highlands leading Southmoreland by a score of 1-0. A first half that was controlled by Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs finally getting a goal late in the first half, scored by Erica Tarr with 2:39 left in the first half of the match. Laurel Highlands will defend the goal to our right. Here in the second half, a couple of Mustangs got dinged up during that first half as well. Erica Tarr has been battling injuries over the last couple of years. Actually got hurt in Laurel Highlands' opening game against Bentworth. Did not play against Brownsville. Came back in yesterday's match against Albert Gallatin. Went down for a while in the first half. Came back to score the Mustangs' lone goal. Maggie Cunningham also missed some time in the first half due to an injury, but returned later on in the second half. The Mustangs buzzing a bit here as the ball sent up to Kate Sutton. Sutton working towards the corner. And losing it out of play. It'll be a goal kick here for Southmoreland. Kind of much to do about nothing on that run for Laurel Highlands. A lot of energy, but unable to get a shot away. Sutton, another little poke forward. Erica Tarr trying to chase it down. Scotty's trying to poke it out. Valek sends it down to Bryn Lilly. A little pressure from behind, though, from Hannah Schaefer. trying to clear the zone for Southmoreland. Their poke from Lilly off of Allison Huffman. Scotties can't break out. Lexi Harrigus there for Laurel Highlands. Kristen Marmol another touch, and here's Grace Chambers down the far side. Chambers into the 18. And Southmoreland another clear. Nickman chipping back again for the Mustangs. Nickman staying involved. Nickman another poke forward, but out of the range of Grace Chambers that time. The Mustangs don't quite have the step they had in the first half. Of course, Laurel Highlands playing on back-to-back days as well. I wonder how much that'll play a factor here in the second half if the Scotties manage to catch lightning in the bottle here and make a little comeback of their own. Lilly up to Grace Chambers. Chambers firing from the corner, and that one went off of the keeper Marty Birkin out. So it'll be a corner kick here for Laurel Highlands coming 2 minutes into the second half. Score still 1-0 in favor of the Mustangs. A sophomore Sydney Chido will come over to take the corner kick. Chido from the far side. Line drives headed there by Chambers, just going wide here in the near post. This one off of Laurel Highlands and out, so a goal kick here for the Scotties. Mentioned a young Southmoreland team, 4 freshmen in the starting lineup, coming off a 5-9-1 season last year. These two teams met on September the 8th at Southmoreland in 2016. Game won 4-1 by Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. The Scotties trying to lead a run up here by Caitlin Peterson. First time we've called Caitlin's name here tonight. Southmoreland looking for their first playoff appearance since 2012. When they went 11-8 and lost a first-round playoff game to Bell Vernon by a score of 1-0. Leps and the Scotties met a couple of times in the playoffs, also played in 2010, and that was a game won by Southmoreland over Bell Vernon by a score of 6-1. Scotties would end up losing in the quarterfinal round to Beaver. That was the last playoff win for Southmoreland, and Southmoreland actually had a pretty good stretch between 2008 and 2012. Made the playoffs in every season, including a trip to the state playoffs in 2009. They lost to Seneca Valley as they played out of the quarterfinal round. Seneca Valley and Southmoreland also met in the state playoffs in 2008 as well. So we've seen a couple of trips to the state playoffs for the Scotties, but not within the last 8 or 9 years. We're 4.5 minutes in here in the second half. Still 1-0 Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. Kristen Marmol will send it in to Nina Nickman. Nickman, a little open space here, coming forward, looking there for Kate Sutton, but the pass out of Sutton's range. And Scarlett Davidovich sends this throw in for the Scotties, getting a little sloppy on the back line. Chambers again a little ahead of steam. Ball going over to the far corner. Sahara Willard in the vicinity there for Southmoreland. Ball still in play as Willard and Chambers playing some games. Now Willard will send it out to play. It will be a throw-in, though, not a corner kick, based on where the ball went out across that far touchline. Marmol taking the throw-in. Intended there for Bryn Lilly. Lexi Harrigus helps it along. A little touch there from Marmol. Looking for the clear out there is Allison Huffman. Ball stays in the Scotties zone, and then again Southmoreland poking it out on the far side, getting the ball outside the 18-yard box. Marmol fires again. Here's Bryn Lilly sending it again out of play for another goal kick. Jenna Conti again taking this goal kick for the Scotties. So far, rather uneventful second half. Here's Kate Sutton, another co-captain for the Mustangs. And the Scotties an opportunity here trying to break back, but that pass out of the range of Ashley Barnhart. And out on the far side. Kirsten Marmol firing it back in. You look at this classification as far as the Laurel Highlands girls are concerned. So nice to see Laurel Highlands be able to be so much more competitive than they were over a couple of years stretch, playing up with the largest classification schools around the WPIAL. Wasn't easy taking on the likes of Norwin on a week-to-week basis. 4 classification system now. Laurel Highlands in 3A, Southmoreland in 2A. Jenna Conti and taking the goal kick, but it's Nina Nickman gaining possession again for the Mustangs. Sending it forward to Grace Chambers. And deflected out by Southmoreland. Kristen Marmol. I'm going to track down that loose ball. Over to Chambers again from the far side. Chambers looking for the cross. And the cross intercepted by the keeper, Marty Burke, who has been quite busy so far in this contest, but give Burke a lot of credit despite the number of balls the Mustangs have sent in her vicinity, not all directly at her. The only one that she let by was that Erica Tarr goal late in the first half. Erica may be looking for number 2, has the ball right now. I'll run forward, getting a little help there with Kate Sutton. Looking for the clear out there, Olivia Barnhart for Southmoreland. This goes low on the near side, allows a few more Scotty defenders to get back. Mustangs try to go quickly. Was sent in by Tarr. Barnhart trying to send it out. Valak pushes it along. Lilly trying to go wide. Looking for a clear there was Willard. Picked back up by Chambers, looking for Sutton. And again scooped up by Marty Burke. 31-21 left here in regulation time. Still a 1-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. Nickman on the back line, sending off the body of Harrigus. Now Lexi trying to come forward here, running into Southmoreland's Allison Huffman. Ball coming free, sent along the far touchline by Sierra Willard and outs. Actually got deflected out off of Laurel Highlands. And the Scotties will reload here with Willard taking another throw in. There's a look at the Mustang scoreboard. They got the Scotties up there instead of the Raiders for the second half. Barry Rosner on that one. Marmol letting that one go through. Ashley Barnhart around the ball as well on the Southmoreland side. We kid with Barry because we care. Approaching 40 years on the press box here at Laurel Highlands. 39, he tells me. Okay. He's been involved since his student days here at Laurel Highlands. Marmol again on the throw-in. Deflected back to Sid Chido. And again off of Harrigus and outs. Had to chuckle last year when I saw some of those old yearbook photos, though, of Barry. The long hair from back in the day.
Mustache.
Had the mustache. Not quite the Barry Rosner I know today. While going back again to Anna Sepik, and she'll scoop it up inside the 18. Play it back to center. Chido there over to Kristen Marmol. You kind of sense both of these teams kind of lacking energy on both sides. had a little more intensity in the first half of this game. I mentioned Laurel Highlands playing on back-to-back days, and even though the Mustangs had plenty of success with Albert Gallatin yesterday, still a long week, and don't forget Laurel Highlands played 2 games in one day this past weekend as well. And they'll start to wear on you a little bit, and they'll have Friday off before getting back at another conference game on Saturday against Elizabeth Forward. There's no rest for the weary. Lily, another chip. Down to Grace Chambers on the far side. Has Kate Sutton open, but can't get the ball in her direction. Sutton was jogging down the field pretty much uncontested down the center of the field, but the Mustangs unable to feed the ball in her direction. And the Scotties look to clear down the far side. We approach the 28-minute mark of the second half. Still a 1-0 lead for Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. The Mustangs 6-5-1 in the conference a year ago. Just sneaking into the playoffs as the 4th and final playoff team out of Section 2 and 3A. Sutton off to her right. Again, trying to go low there to Erica Tarr. Played back off of Olivia Barnhart and out. Again, Laurel Highlands trying to go quickly here. Kate Sutton looking for Tarr. Again, Barnhart breaks it up. Chips back down the near touchline. Abby Miller trying to send it along, but went off the body of Mercedes Smartnick and out. Macy Valek fires back to Tarr. Erica, a little chip looking for Kate Sutton and poked out of play again by the Scotties and Sahara Willard. Valek back into Tarr. Over to Sutton, who turns, deflected out in front. Mustangs try to reset. Marmo a little touch, trying to send it back to Chambers. Deflected top of the 18. Chido is there. Runs into a couple of Scotties, comes over to Erica Tarr looking for her second of the game, and that one just goes high and wide here on the near side. Tarr dangerous, though, on those turn and shoots. Almost netted another one there after scoring late in the first half of the 2:39 mark. One of the deepest penetration we've seen on the Laurel Highlands side here in the second half. Some solid possession there, a couple of good scoring opportunities, and they're not done yet. Bryn Lilly. Send it back to Kate Sutton, broken up there by Hannah Schaefer. Schaefer trying to go low on the clear, but Nina Nickman knocking it down again for Laurel Highlands. Aaron pass picked off was intended for Kristen Marmol, but the Mustangs get it back again as Lilly chips wide on the far side, no one home. And Sahara Willard will take another throw in here for the Scotties. Cool night. Dipping down into the 50s. Still here in the first week, towards the end of the first week of September. Feels more like autumn than summer. Valek, Sutton a touch. Lilly trying to body it down. High and wide again on the far side. Marmol and Chido both around. Marmol trying to feed Chido. Broken up again by the Scotties. Back to center, Abby Miller. Knocking it down for a moment. Another poke there from Valek. Forward again to Erica Tarr. Little bicycle forward intended there for Chambers. Scotties again looking to reset. Mustangs pressure on from Marmol. Looking for Chambers out of her direction. Going to the corner and out for another goal kick. With 24:48 left here in the second half. Still 1-0. Laurel Highlands leading Southmoreland. Mustangs making a change. Kate Sutton checking out. We'll take a quick timeout here in the South Union Township Sports Network. South Union Township invites you to Brunch on the Bridge, prepared by Chef Joe Carey, on the Sheepskin Trail in South Union Township at Hutchinson Park on Stadium Drive. Sunday, October the 8th, from 11:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. The buffet includes French toast, omelets, ham, potatoes, fruit salad, sweet rolls, coffee, and juice. The cost is just $15 per person, and kids 5 and under eat free. This is sponsored by the Friends of the Sheepskin Trail, with the proceeds benefiting the Sheepskin Trail Match Fund. For tickets or more information, contact the South Union Township office at 724-438-5480. That's 724-438-5480. Mustangs making a change. Hallie Jamison checking in, and Laurel Highlands will have a corner kick here from the far side. The ball going into the box. Jamison is there, but it'll go through Hallie. Back over to Macy Valek on the near side, who goes low on the cross. Cleared out again by the Scotties. Back to Abby Miller. Miller on the chip to Valek, able to keep it in play. And the Scotties will take another throw in here. On the near side, it will be Olivia Barnhart to send it in. Barnhart bouncing it low. Valek comes over. Forward to Tar. Nice job there to dance around Barnhart. Tar still on it. Here's Tar just outside the 18. Working off to her left. Nice little heel back there to Jamison. Reset up top. Lily circles. A little elbow throw. Nothing called. I think that was a Marmol that went down. And Southmoreland again clears back to center. Miller chases it down. Leaves for Valek, but the ball out of play. A little frontal there from Caitlin Peterson. Throw-in to be taken by Olivia Barnhart. And the Scotties will make a change. Play checking out Caitlin Peterson. As Barnhart sends it in. Bodied there by Abby Miller. Trying to go low again to Erica Tar. Sent out of play again, this time by Hannah Schaefer. Bodied again by Jamison. Sending it off to Sid Chido. Knocked down by Chloe McElroy. McElroy, the new addition to the
re-entry for the
Scotties side.
23, Chloe McElroy.
There's Lily. Down to Jamison. Valek, a little collision there with Schaefer. This shot going low and wide again. With 22:04 left here in the second half.
And also, the
Scotties make another change.
All our ball people today are the members of
Scarlett
the ones that were at the
Davidovich checking out.
Boys and girls.
And back in Liz King.
Camp. So thank them for their help tonight and coming to the camp.
King, got the start on the Scotties front line here tonight. As the lone strikers, they start a 5-4-1. Check that 4-5-1 formation. Laurel Highlands a base 4-4-2 here to start the game. We've seen for the most part Erica Tar and Grace Chambers on top of that formation for the Mustangs here tonight. Might have heard Barry announce again in the background that a lot of the ball kids and the kids that came out to start the game, members of the youth program that took part in a couple of camps here at Laurel Highlands this past summer. Nina Nickman to take a free kick here in front of the Mustang bench. You can tell the Mustang subs huddling up, getting a little chilly over there on the bench. Nickman sending it over in the direction of Sid Chido. Deflected back and played back out by Sahara Willard of Southmoreland. Back to Valek. Valek, a little collision there with Liz King. Mustangs play on to Erica Tar. Tar going low. Stepping in there is Marmol. Ball pinballing around. Tar trying to find it again. Has Jamison to her left. Tar makes a move in that direction. Jamison on the touch. Trying to fight off a double team. Needs to stay with this one, but unable to center as the ball goes out of play. For another Southmoreland goal kick almost midway through the second half, still 1-0. Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. I might get a change here. Sid Chido going over to the corner, rolling the ball was off of Southmoreland and out. That's going to be the call, so Chido will put it down for a corner kick here for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands sophomore from the near side. And Chido sends it into the box. Going through on the far side. Marmol trying to gain possession, fighting there with Chloe McElroy.
Number 1, Abby Beatty.
Abby Beatty now seeing her first match action as well for Laurel Highlands. Our Mustang sophomore. And you'll need those fresh legs here in the final 20 minutes. Score remaining 1-0. Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. Mustangs looking to improve to 3-0-1 on this season. Southmoreland trying to avoid an 0-2 start after losing their conference opener against the Highlanders of McGuffey. And a free kick here for the Scotties. Once again, Jenna Conti has been pretty much the consistent kick taker throughout the course of the evening. This one going all the way through. And Sepik having to come out. A little of a misclear there. Picked up by Mercedes Smartnick. The Mustangs collapse quickly to prevent a run there. And now from way out, a little one-hopper going off the bar from Allison Huffman, almost burning. And Sepik and the Mustangs are well out of the box. Wow. Those are the kind of goals you got to be careful about. Huffman just throwing one over Sepik's head and almost got lucky. There's a one off the crossbar and out. Oh, man, I'm going back there and kissing that crossbar right now. That was almost a game-tying goal. Now Nina Nickman back in the Southmoreland zone will have a free kick here for the Mustangs. It's going to be a quick turnaround if Laurel Highlands can get one. Go up 2-0, another similar one-hopper there, and a little dangerous in front of Marty Burke. And how quick the tide can turn just shows. And that shot from Huffman sneaks by. We have a whole new game at 1-1. You have to be alert at all time. Abby Beatty getting a little involved there, but it's Smartnick back on the other side, a little low through ball. Trying to set up a run forward, but Laurel Highlands just trying to body the play out a little bit. But a little run forward and a save from Anna Sepik on a low shot there from Jenna Conti. Now it's Southmoreland buzzing a bit. Smartnick trying to go low. Conti knocks it down, looking for the cross out in front. I think the ball's still in play there. Harrigus trying to body it down. Laying a little body into the back of a Scotty down there on the far side. Couldn't catch the number on that player. Will be a throw in here for Southmoreland. Another rule's a free kick. Saying the body contact was initiated by Laurel Highlands. Conti to take the free kick right into the box, deflected around. Look out, it's still loose. Header from King. Just scooped up there by Anna Sepik. Well, if Southmoreland have their fair share of opportunities here in the last couple of minutes. Abby Beatty coming back for Laurel Highlands. Chip forward to Grace Chambers. Chambers in open space. Look out. Chambers towards the goal. Fires and scores. Grace Chambers gives Laurel Highlands a 2-0 lead to the Mustangs. Oh, so close to conceding a couple of times over the last few minutes. But Chambers comes back and gives the Mustangs a 2-0 lead here at the 16-14 mark of the second half. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands getting a goal from Grace Chambers with 16:14 left in regulation time. A big insurance goal, putting the Mustangs up 2. Now at 2-0. As Hera Willard feeling the pressure again, and a little misplay back there. The keeper Marty Burke going out of play for another Mustang corner kick. The Mustangs up 2 now. Erica Tarr will check out. And that knee still a little tender for Erica. Laurel Highlands can take a little time now as well. With a 2-goal lead.
21, Taylor Maggart.
And Taylor Maggart back in on the Mustang side with Sid Chido getting set to take the corner kick. Sid going into the box. Abby Beatty there and able to finish. Deflected back out to Nina Nickman. Nickman fires. Bodied down there by Willard and able to clear. Might have been a handball there on Maggart. A free kick here for the Scotties. Headed back by Nickman. Played back along. Maggart trying to pick it up. A little sidestep there. And Southmoreland able to clear, trying to set a run back down the field. On the attack there, Ashley Barnhart. Barnhart staying with it. And losing it there finally to Lexi Harrigus. Goes wide again to Abby Beatty. Beatty dances around Hannah Schaefer. That's the Scotties that again pick up control here back through center. Harrigus, though, slows down the run. Chido back on it. Chido down the far side. Played back along, though, by Willard of Southmoreland. Ashley Barnhart looking for another run. That's Anna Sepik on the scoop up. With 14:08 left here in the second half. Now 2-0. Laurel Highlands over Southmoreland. Mustangs getting a first half goal from Erica Tarr, second half goal from Grace Chambers. Well, out of the goal that time. Marty Burke clearing it out of play. Macy Valek taking another throw in. Over to Abby Beatty. Maggart and Chido a little pressure. Goes back, though, to Bryn Lilly. A little high lob intended for Grace Chambers out of her range, out of play. And Sahara Willard will take the throw in here for the Scotties. This one getting late. 13-15 now left here in the second half. Willard fires it back in. Chambers picks it up for Laurel Highlands. She got pushed. Allison Huffman initiating the contact there. Laurel Highlands a set piece. Just over 20 yards out. Nickman will put it down. And chance here for Nina. 20 yards out, far side. Fires, goes off the bar again, still loose, and the header just wide here on the near side. So Nickman almost scored right off the set piece, went off the crossbar. The Mustangs another opportunity here on the near post. Just sending a header wide that was deflected going out. So it'll be another Laurel Highlands corner kick here taken by Sid Chido. Here's Sid. Going up top, header there from Chambers going out. And that time last touch by Laurel Highlands going out. This will be a Southmoreland goal kick. As the Scotties looking for some offense. Lost their opening game of the season 2-1 against McGuffey, down 2-0 here against Laurel Highlands. And trying to get back to the postseason for the first time since 2012. Despite the playoff appearance last season, Laurel Highlands 7-9-2 overall. Haven't been over 500 since 2004, and then went 7-5-2. And of course, the 2016 campaign saw the Mustangs in the playoffs for the first time since 2001 when they lost a WPIAL first-round playoff game against Mount Lebanon. They've only been to the playoffs on the girls' side 3 times in school history, twice losing to Gateway, and now once, as we mentioned, against Mount Lebanon as well. I have to think they'll certainly be competitive again in the section this year. Finishing in 4th place behind Mount Pleasant, Bell Vernon, and Greensburg-Salem last year. Beating out Elizabeth Forward for that 4th and final playoff spot in the conference. Mentioned a big game coming up with the Warriors this weekend. And a game like that could very well end up deciding a playoff spot in the conference again here in 2017. What helped Laurel Highlands, though, was the win column last year. Went 6-5-1, and that bettered Elizabeth Forward's 5-4-3. The wins over the draws, oh, so much and more important. And the Mustangs got what they needed a season ago. They'll have the Warriors here at home on Saturday, and then another big game at Uniontown. And when Uniontown and Laurel Highlands get together, anything can happen. And to finish off Southmoreland, though, tonight, Mercedes Smartnick on a nice little run coming back. Smartnick fires and scores for the Scotties. Southmoreland not done yet. What a run back for Mercedes Smartnick, and it's 2-1 with 10 minutes left. We're back for the finish here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Mercedes Smartnick.
Tonight's soccer game is being brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Lemontowski and Surgical Associates, 10 Highland Park Drive here in Uniontown. They can be reached at 724-439-6340. Good luck to the area teams from Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Von Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends. So we're back here on the South Union Township Sports Network. A little surge from the Scotties. Mercedes Smartnick cutting the Laurel Highlands lead in half now to 2-1. 10:03 left. Now you kind of sense a little momentum swing. The Scotties suddenly playing with a little more energy. Mustangs subbing Erica Tarr out. You have a couple of Mustangs second teamers now out there, creating a few more opportunities for Southmoreland. And the Scotties trying to take advantage again. Mustangs, though, a little pressure from Grace Chambers. Played back to Beatty. Abby slipping, trying to regain. Scotties a little push back. Laurel Highlands, Macy Valak on the initial control. And now a little through ball sent back ahead by Southmoreland. These are the plays they've had success with so far tonight. Abby Miller, though, playing it back to the Mustang keeper there, Anna Sepik, who will send it out on the far side to Sid Chido. Chido trying to dance her way around Allison Huffman. And now with the score 2-1, you see Erica Tarr up on the far side. They might want to bring Erica back into the game just for safety purposes. If the score was 2-0, you'd see Erica sitting the rest of the way. Right now, 2-1. Erica wants to check back in, and she's right at that center table right now. Mustangs take the free kick. Headed there by Chambers down the far side. Marmol trying to track it down, but poked back again by Jenna Conti. Chambers colliding there on the far side with Chloe McElroy. We mentioned not only was Mustangs' Erica Tarr banged up, Maggie Cunningham was also injured in the first half. Cunningham came back on the field for a brief time, but we haven't seen much of her at all here in the second half, and you have to wonder if that injury ended up popping back up on the Laurel Highlands side. So now Tar back in the lineup for Laurel Highlands, replacing Taylor Maggart. We have 7:57 left in regulation time. Things are set up here for a pretty tight finish. Mustangs now needing another insurance goal to go up 2. Nina Nickman to take another free kick. 7:39 left in regulation time. Nickman from 33 yards out. Another line drive into the box. Tar creeping down, but Burke on the clear out. Back to Bryn Lilly. Lilly back into the box, and that shot right on goal. The Mustangs had 2 players that were off sides when that shot was taken, so the rebound was given up, or if one of those players touched that ball when it was coming through, the play would have been whistled down. Valak again on a through ball that is onside this time, but too far for Eric Tar. And Marty Burke will step out. Tar a little frontal there with 6:55 left here in the second half. Burke goes back to center. Smartnick in the vicinity. Lone goal scorer for Southmoreland tonight. Chido will chip off to her right to Marmol, trying to come forward again to both Tar and Beatty, who are in the vicinity. Scotty's play it back to center. Mustangs play it back with Bryn Lilly on the far side to Grace Chambers. Chambers trying to get around. Allie Schreffler off to Tar at the bar again. And finally scooped up by Marty Burke. About 5 or 6 bars we've seen on both sides tonight. And Laurel Highlands oh so close again. Chambers again on the far side. Gets around the defender Davidovich, but then sent it on the side of the goal. We're under 6 minutes now left here in the second half. Be a corner kick for the Mustangs. Bryn Lilly to take it this time. Lilly goes to the top of the box. That one deflected out. Rita Zupik. First time we've seen Rita tonight. Now Kristen Marmol will fire this one back in for the Mustangs. Over to Erica Tar. Pressure there by Hannah Schaefer. Chido there for the Mustangs. Southmoreland looking for the clear out. The Mustangs taking the safe routes with the chip out by Nina Nickman. As we go under 5 minutes now left in the second half. Laurel Highlands trying to hang on up 2-1. Sahara Willard back in for Laurel Highlands, or for Southmoreland, excuse me. Olivia Barnhart taking a seat.
Re-entry for the Scotties, number 4, Sahara Willard.
And on the far side, Allison Huffman trying to send it along, deflected out by Laurel Highlands. And Scarlett Davidovich now will fire it in. Off the body of Huffman and out. .4:16 now left. A scrum for possession on the far side. There's Abby Beatty trying to go low. Sahara Willard picking it up. Beatty leading the run back. Beatty, nice little spark plug off the Mustang bench, only a sophomore. Certainly adds a lot of energy out there for Laurel Highlands. And I like her spunk. Willard out of the throw-in. In open space, picked up there by Huffman for a through ball forward. Ashley Barnhart out of play on the far side. Chambers on the edge of the zone. Off to Bryn Lilly. Scotty's starting to run out of time. Down at 3:13 left in regulation time. Chambers on the run down, trying to ice this one away. Defended there by Schreffler as Chambers sends a line drive right to the keeper, Marty Burke, and Burke on the quick clear out as we go under 3 minutes left here in the second half. Forward to Smartnick. Well covered by Nickman. Off to Valek. Sending it back down the field. Intended for Chido. But it's Davidovich on the clear back out again for Southmoreland. Lilly there for Laurel Highlands, going wide to Chambers. Chip back again to Chido. Bodied there by Huffman. Now picked up by Jenna Conti. And a scrum with Kristen Marmol. Marmol to take the throw-in. Over to Chambers. Off of Chambers and out with 2:19 to play. Clock a factor. Mustangs in park the bus mode, and attackers might start coming forward here for Southmoreland. And a little run here from Liz King. A nice little break up on the Mustang side just to slow it down by Nina Nickman. Doing what she does best. Scotty's again trying to bring the attackers forward off the throw, and it was intended for Liz King, going all the way through and out of play for Laurel Highlands' goal kick. It's where you take a little time if you're Anna Sepik. 1:28 to play. Send your troops down, Anna. Take your time. And now the run-up. Going out of play here off of Laurel Highlands on the near side. So if you're Southmoreland, you need to send the defenders forward. Why not? 1:08 to play, down a goal. Put the attack on. Lilly will turn. Maybe the Mustangs can counter here. Chido back through center with a minute left. Forward to Grace Chambers with a play offsides. And close to a 2-0 break coming back there with Abby Beatty to her left. And this will be the last attack here on the Southmoreland side. 40 seconds left. They need to hurry. Now they'll go quickly. Pass there intended for Smartnick, knocked down by Kristen Marmol. Smartnick trying to play it along. Down to 26 seconds left. Nina Nickman, a little shot in the back there at Ashley Barnhart. Scotty fans want a card. They're not going to get it. Just going to be a free kick, but you need to hurry here for Southmoreland. Down to 14 seconds left. It'll be Conti to take it. Conti into the box.
9,
Look out if you're Laurel Highlands looking
7,
for a clear out, and they'll
6,
get the clear out here on the near
5,
side
4,
from Macy Valek, and that'll do it.
1.
Fired back in with a second left from Sahara Willard, but Laurel Highlands will hang on with a 2-1 win over Southmoreland here tonight. The Mustangs getting goals from Erica Tarr at the 2:39 mark of the first, and Grace Chambers at the 16:14 mark of the second half. Mercedes Smartnick cutting the Laurel Highlands lead to 2-1 at the 10:12 mark of the second half, but Laurel Highlands hanging on for the 2-1 win over Southmoreland here tonight. The Mustangs with the win improved to 3-0-1 overall. Southmoreland drops to 0-2 with a loss. Again, next up for Laurel Highlands, they'll have a conference game against Elizabeth Forward. Up next for Southmoreland, they're back in conference play, hosting Brownsville. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 2, Southmoreland 1. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 2 and Southmoreland 1. For Jerry Dupay, this is Brian Morozak. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. So long, everybody.